Hi there everyone, I'm going to apologise really quickly about my sound. For some reason on this program it records it really badly, so I'm looking at getting some better software very soon. I just wanted to show you a quick tutorial on how to use Wiggler, as I'm just creating a video this second and I just started to use Wiggler obviously, and I thought I'd let you know how to use it. There's lots of tutorials on here. Again, I've kind of watched quite a few myself and then I thought I could explain it possibly better. So on this very small screen, I do apologise for that, basically what I've got here is a really quick kind of teaser animation thing going on for Atom Array. I've used it in a couple of my videos and I figured that I'd do kind of a little video for it. So jumping straight in, I'm going to turn this down to quarter because, as you can hear, my Mac is overheating as per usual. Right, we're getting there. Okay, yeah, so what I want to do is I want to use Wiggler. Basically, when using Wiggler, you need to open your Wiggler bar, so that's pretty standard. You can find that up in your Windows navigation box, it's down there. Quite a lot of people probably will already have it open, but I've kind of got certain things open which matter to me the most. Things like metadata, probably I shouldn't care about, but I don't. Yeah, so once you've got your Wiggler box open, it's really simple. What you need to do is you need to find the footage that you're going to be editing. So I've got this section here which I want the Wiggler to be attached to, and basically what happens is this ball then moves out and the words Atom Array appear, and that was done in Cinema 4D. So I've got two keyframes down here which I've tagged in my position. So tag it to your position, that's P on the keyboard, and then what you need to do is create two keyframes from the point you want it to wiggle at. So then on your Wiggler you can either click Spatial Path or Temporal Graph. They're both quite different. I'm not entirely sure what both of them do, but obviously just kind of muck around with it, see what you can get. You've got two different noise types. You've either got smooth or jagged. I tend to use smooth because jagged literally just goes all over the place, whereas smooth is obviously, as you can guess, smooth. So it kind of creates a bit more footage, which is a bit easier to look at, I guess. Unless of course you want jagged footage, in which case you got it, go for jagged. Dimensions I'm going to do all independently, so that means kind of each keyframe which is created, it's going to mean that the footage kind of wiggles independently, obviously. If you wanted them to be all the same, then it would kind of be a bit more up and down, left and right, but as far as I know, it all independently means that kind of the keyframes are going to be spaced out, and obviously where the keyframes are positioned on the position of your video, it's going to be different. Anyway, without much further ado, I'm babbling now. You need to select your frequency and magnitude. Magnitude, you would think it goes up to like 10, like a earthquake. It doesn't, it goes up much higher than that. So I'm going to put it on 10 because I don't really want it that high. The frequency 35 because I want it to be quite noticeable. Actually, I'm going to do that on 20. And then just click apply, and down here you can see that a timeline or a trail of keyframes have been created, and if you play, your footage is now wiggly. For me, I've keyed out the background, so the background was done in alpha matte, so obviously that means that I've got a background which I've created especially in here through a cyan solid and a black solid. Actually no, I haven't got a black solid, tell a lie. Yeah, and then that's kind of how I've done that. So if you've got normal footage, you'll want to make your footage bigger. So if you're doing it with kind of a TV program or something you've shot that isn't animated and you haven't keyed out the background, you're going to need to increase the scale of that size, kind of like to 110, 120, maybe about that size. And then obviously when it jiggles around, you're not going to get kind of black lines where you haven't filmed anything and the video's too small for your composition. Another thing which is quite cool you can do is fading out Wiggler. Kind of found this out like a couple of seconds ago. I realised I could do it. If you wanted to do that, all you need to do is copy and paste the layer that you're actually attaching the Wiggler to, so CMDC, CMDV, and then you've got another layer there. Click on P to open up the position, and then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, sorry no, up here, and delete all of the Wiggler. And then I'm just going to move this keyframe assistant, no not keyframe assistant, sorry, the timeline of this video to here. Then basically going to click T for the opacity, and I'm going to have that at 0%, and then when it reaches the end of the keyframe, kind of around about here, to 100. So basically what this is going to do is there's a layer beneath this, so it's going to wiggle, then a layer on top comes in, and it stops the wiggling altogether. So it's quite a simple way of doing it. Hope you've enjoyed that wiggler tutorial. Stay tuned for some more. Subscribe, remember to like. I've got some great freebies coming up. One of them's on my desktop here, and that's a kaleidoscope kind of free template which I've created. So I hope you guys enjoy that when it comes out, and have a wonderful day.